My name is S. Shakti, studying second BCom CS from KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science, batch 2019 to 2022. Now we're going to see about directing. Meaning of directing. Directing is the process of guiding people in their work and ensuring that they do it in the best possible manner. It generally involves the following activities: assigning duties, explaining the methodology of work, issuing orders and instructions, monitoring performance, and correcting deviations. Next, definition of directing. Directing is telling people what to do and seeing that they do it to the best of their ability, by E. Dale. Next, characteristics of directing. First, it concerns the human factor in organization. That means employees alone can be directed and not materials and machines. Although computers and robots can accept command and carry out tasks, the human factor alone has the capacity to understand the situation and act. Next, inseparable from other functions. Directing is associated with planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, and controlling. A person who prepares plans, for example, gets direction from a superior. We must remember here that planning is done at all levels of management. Next, performed at all levels. Superior at all levels give direction to their subordinates. The marketing manager, for example, issues directions to the marketing officers, and each of the marketing officers issues directions to the salesman placed under him. Next, determines performance. The extent of performance depends much on the extent of direction. Directing translates plans into results. In the absence of direction, the human factor in the organization becomes inactive, and as a result, the physical factors may remain idle. Result-oriented. Directing ensures that subordinates work as per the plan in order to achieve the desired results. Next, it follows hierarchy. That means subordinates at every level is directed by his immediate superior. For example, the production manager directs the foreman and the foreman directs the worker. Directing thus follows the hierarchy. And last, it is a continuous process. That means as long as there is planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, and controlling, there will be direction. A manager has to supervise, communicate his orders, motivate, and guide his subordinates continuously. Next, importance of directing. Activates human factor. That means directing is essential to get things done by the employees. Employees always await orders and instructions from their superiors. The moment such orders are issued, they swing into action. In other words, in the absence of direction, the human factor will remain passive in any workplace. Next, improves communication relationships. Directing helps to improve communication relationships between the superior and his subordinates. For the purpose of issuing orders and instructions, the manager may meet his subordinates directly or indirectly. If the subordinates need any clarification, they do ask their superior. Next, provides guidance. One of the main aims of directing is to guide the subordinate staff in their work. This helps them to understand and perform their job better. Next, motivates employees. Giving orders and instructions alone may not be adequate to get things done by the staff. Motivation may be done by offering financial and non-financial incentives. Even a word of praise may motivate a subordinate. Improves human relations. Directing involves identifying the capacities, qualities, and weakness of subordinates. Most of incentives for those who perform well and guidance for those who need help and assistance will certainly improve human relations in their workplace. Ensures growth and stability. That means The manager, through direction, is able to motivate, lead, and guide his subordinates. This certainly helps to achieve uninterrupted growth. Once the required level of growth is achieved, directing helps to maintain it at that level. Thank you.